right, let me get about 20 diamonds, give or take. Come back to Earth. What's up?
The human body is carbon, so you'd be about to undergo
Damn.
the most
Sup? Though, if you're new here, sup though. If you're not, sup though. I burp, fart, sneeze, and I pause a lot in some of my reactions. I just want to let you know that. If you're new here. And if you're not, shit. Okay. Let's go. Sup though. What the hell? What planet is this? Like, okay, I used to watch What If YouTube channel like a while ago. And so this was recommended to me. Like, I was watching some video and like this was like recommended on the side. And so this is that. So I don't really know what there's no titles or anything, so I don't know what planet this is. But damn, he is suffering like a motherfucker.
If you landed on Venus, this hot planet would crush you.
Oh,
like a
Venus. Okay, thank you. Jesus.
plastic bottle.
Oh God, the bones and shit, the sound effects. Okay, relax. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for this shit. It's like that. I'm gonna just stay here on this planet, on this earth.
It would be painful, but don't worry, it would only last 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
The longest 5 seconds of your life. And just wait till you see what happens on Mars. It's unsettling. Venus has an extremely dense atmosphere, and with that dense atmosphere comes crushing pressure. Literally, it would crush you. The Venusian atmospheric pressure is 92 times higher than the pressure you experience on Earth. It would only take a millisecond before it started crumpling your spacesuit. After 1 second, your suit's integrity would be compromised. You'd be trapped in the imploding spacesuit with no way out. And that's when your body would begin to collapse. In the next 2 seconds, your skin and muscles would compress. Your blood vessels would pop.
Oh!
Your organs would fail.
Oh!
Finally, you'd lose consciousness, and just like that, you'd be gone.
Why can't I just die? The longest 5 seconds of my life. I can't just die? Jesus Christ. You gotta go through all of that in 5 seconds? Oh. And somebody out in the world probably counting, in the universe probably can't. It's not 5 seconds Earth. It's probably like 1 Mississippi. 2, oh man.
Venus looks like a beautiful place, but it's deadly. And being crushed by extreme pressure is just one of the many ways you'd die here. Remember the dense Venusian atmosphere? Well, not only does it create crushing pressure, but it also generates the greenhouse effect. Yeah, Venus is hot, instantly boiling your insides kind of hot. Even if you could somehow withstand all that bone-crushing pressure, the heat would get you.
Oh yeah, this feels hot, like being toasted. Like bread.
Oh God.
Toasted.
Oh
You
Jesus.
guys know what toast is.
Warning. Internal temperature rising.
The surface temperature on Venus reaches 465 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
That's almost as hot as the lava coming out of Earth's volcanoes. You'd be feeling the effect of this intense heat within seconds. After 1 minute, your internal temperature would start rising. Cue heat exhaustion.
What if, guy, I don't feel so good.
Body temperature 40 degrees Celsius and rising.
At this point, you'd experience nausea, fatigue, and extreme sweating. Your internal organs would start to overheat.
It's getting dark. It's getting dark.
After 10 minutes,
See, but if you was to have an Adidas spacesuit on, you'll be just fine.
you'd lose consciousness. Now, you just have minutes left before suffering brain damage and complete cardiac arrest. On this planet,
Oh, okay, death count. So there's 3 ways. That's, well, what? So far there's 3 ways to die on Venus, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
heat stroke is no joke. Nothing's a joke here, really. The Venusian air is unbreathable. It's made up of 96.5% carbon dioxide and 3.5% nitrogen, which means taking just one breath of this atmosphere would suffocate you.
Oh my God.
And if that's not enough, Venus's sulfuric rain would corrode.
Bro, Venus got a lot going on. This is the first planet we talking about. Okay. Venus, really? God damn. There's so many ways to die just on Venus alone.
Spacesuit, burn your skin. As far as the survival situation on Venus goes, it's a 1 out of 10. Would not recommend. Now this is Mercury.
The closest planet to the sun, like I haven't just suffered a massive heat incineration already? Come on, what if guy?
Well, Mercury has a little secret. It's actually extremely freezing. At least on the night side.
Surface temperature minus 180 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, of course, I knew that.
Damn.
Everybody knows that. And here, I'll let you in on a little secret. What If Explorers Club on Patreon is on a roll. That's right, get access to early episodes, and you can see me die. A lot. I die a lot.
Here's the thing about Mercury. Unlike its planetary neighbor Venus, it doesn't have an atmosphere. And without an atmosphere, there's nothing to trap the sun's heat and keep it close to the planet during the long Mercurian nights. Even though Mercury is just 58 million kilometers from the sun, as soon as night hits, it cools down rapidly.
So it's either on fire or it's freezing. Fire and ice, nothing in between.
First land, you'll be okay. You could walk around and explore the planet.
Yeah, Rico, there's like a little numbness in my fingers. Is that normal?
Already?
Numbness in the extremities indicates the early stages of hypothermia.
Damn.
Nah, I'm okay. It's like minus 180 degrees.
Damn!
You know, of course it's a little chilly. What a shocker.
Hypothermia would take a little time to kick in. It starts with a tingling feeling in your fingers, then suddenly you begin to shiver.
Yeah, I don't feel any shivers. Okay. Maybe I feel a few shivers, but it's not that bad.
Warning, your body temperature has dropped to 35 degrees Celsius.
Shit.
Can't feel my fingers.
You would think the suit would be like, how you say it? Like heated, like have like it be heated on the inside, so you're not, My man is going through it. This is the second planet. He died like 10 times.
After 10 minutes in this extreme cold, you'd barely be able to move.
Warning, core body temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. Return to the spaceship immediately.
Your muscles would feel stiff. You'd feel confused and cold.
There was at least 102 Dalmatians.
You'd feel extremely disoriented. Everything would slow down for you. But you wouldn't die. Not yet.
God damn.
Warning, core body temperature now 28 degrees Celsius.
Damn.
Even now, you'd still be alive. You could barely function, but you're alive.
Okay, my guy, we get it. We get it. We know what's gonna happen. Haul ass to the ship, to the spaceship, to I said spaceship. Is that the right term?
It would take about 60 minutes for Mercury's dark side to kill you. Slow, cold, and painful. But hey, at least you'd get to see some of Mercury's views before you collapsed from the extreme cold.
Hey.
I give Mercury's night side a 3 out of 10. But Mercury has a day side too, and it's burning hot. The temperature here hits 427 degrees Celsius.
Jesus.
Just slightly cooler than the temperature on Venus. And it's not the intense heat that would kill you, it's extreme radiation too. You'd feel all of it the moment you stepped out of your spaceship. Your body would start overheating. If you didn't have the protection of your spacesuit, your skin would immediately get radiation burns.
My hands! My hands are burning!
My hands! My hands! Now you burning up. You was freezing to death. Make up your mind. Are you hot or cold? Hot or cold? Fire or ice? Wale, where you at?
It wouldn't be pretty. All that radiation would quickly damage your DNA. It takes 1/1000th of a second to kick off that process. Within the next hour, your cells would mutate and die. So make sure to wear a spacesuit, no matter how hot it feels.
Danger. Core body temperature increased to 39 degrees Celsius.
After 5 minutes of these burning conditions, you'd begin to feel the effects of hyperthermia. If your suit's cooling system were to fail, you'd experience an amount of heat you've never felt in your life.
Oh, God, it burns! My hands! Oh, it's like they're on fire! Oh, it's exactly like they're on fire!
This sudden overheating would make you nauseous.
Ew.
After 10 minutes, you'd be like a piece of toast. Your body temperature would hit 42 degrees Celsius, and if you...
How is he still standing up? I would have sat down or laid down. How are you still standing up? Jesus Christ.
ever had a fever like that, you'd know at this point, you'd be in delirium.
I swear, there were 103 Dalmatians. Everywhere! Dalmatians everywhere!
Exactly like that.
Rico, are you a Dalmatian?
Your muscles would become weak and your organs would start to shut down.
He finally
Now
laid down.
you'd be unconscious, in the middle of having heat stroke and being blasted by radiation. At this point, you wouldn't have long. Hot side of Mercury rates a 2 out of 10 from me.
What's this?
All right, let's look at Mars.
Oh, Jesus.
The red planet sounds a lot more promising.
No, it
Where
doesn't.
else in the solar system would...
No, it doesn't. What? The red planet? The red planet? That sounds like it's on fire. I'm not going to that.
you want to establish a human base? Well, not so fast. Mars sits just outside the sun's habitable zone. It doesn't have water or a magnetosphere. Its atmosphere is incredibly thin. It's not a place you could settle into comfortably.
What do you mean? Mars is great.
That is, until you try to breathe on it. On Mars, the air is mostly made up of carbon dioxide. You'd have to keep your spacesuit on at all times, because if you didn't, you'd die.
Spacesuit breach detected.
It only takes a minor suit malfunction for
Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? Who did that to my boy? You ain't shit.
to kill you. The first few seconds of inhaling the air on Mars would feel confusing.
What's confusing about this? I'm dying.
You'd be gasping for oxygen and starting to breathe more rapidly. At the same time, your breached spacesuit would start to decompress, and that would be truly awful. The atmospheric pressure on Mars is only 0.6% of what you have on Earth. As soon as your spacesuit gave in, all the pressure inside it, the pressure keeping you alive, would escape.
Warning. Danger of embolism. Warning.
Embolism is what happens next. As your suit's pressure suddenly dropped, your body would experience painful, blood-boiling conditions.
Oh my God.
And you see, your blood and other bodily fluids have gases inside them. Exposed to the low-pressure environment on Mars, these gases would boil. Your skin would swell and puff up. After about 7 minutes, you'd be dead. This is going to be pretty graphic. Somebody put a warning on the screen.
Oh man.
Mars would give you hope, and then gruesomely kill you the first chance it got. I'd seriously reconsider coming here, because even if you made absolutely sure that your spacesuit was safe and wouldn't suffer a life-ending breach, Mars will find another way to wipe you off its face. And that other way would be dust storms. Dust storms on Mars are wild. They can cover the entire planet, and they last for weeks or even months.
It's crap in here.
It's not that those storms are strong, they're not, but the dust particles are so fine that they get into your spacesuit easily and scratch it from the inside.
Ah, man, what? Matt Damon can do this, so can I. Come on.
These fine particles would clog your air filters and do all kinds of damage to your equipment, from cutting off your life support systems to knocking out your heat regulation.
Warning. 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 Oxygen system failure.
Well, that's Mars for you. I give it a 6 out of 10 just for the epicness of this whole death situation. Oh, and for giving you a chance to live here. Just maybe not for too long.
Damn.
I give Mars a 0.
There's one more rocky planet lurking on the outskirts of the solar system. Oh, sorry, hold on. My editor is saying it's actually not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. Anyway, Pluto will be the last deadly place to visit on this list, right after the giants.
Jupiter? Is that Jupiter?
Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and as a gas giant, it has a number of ways to kill you.
Damn.
Being twice as massive as all the other planets in the solar system combined, Jupiter has astronomical pressure. This planet is basically a gigantic ball of hydrogen and helium. It doesn't have a solid surface you could step on. You'd fall all the way through its atmosphere, although it wouldn't be that long of a fall for you.
Let me guess. Suffocating, extreme pressure. What else is new?
Lightning. Yeah, that's right. Jupiter is home to some of the most violent lightning storms around.
Okay, well that's great, but I don't see any here.
Well, of course not. In the upper atmosphere, the weather is not as dramatic. The atmospheric pressure here is only 1/10 of the pressure we feel on Earth.
Capsule systems are stable.
Some 50 kilometers below Jupiter's clouds, you'd feel serious turbulence. Wind here would be strong, reaching up to 360 kilometers per hour.
Oh
Gas
shit!
buildup detected in the atmosphere.
As these chaotic winds violently battered you through the storm clouds, the lightning bolts would strike too close for comfort. The atmosphere around you would be highly charged. And then one of these bolts would strike the capsule head on. This massive lightning would release enough energy to power a city or two. But for your capsule, it would be game over. The electrical systems would fail, the oxygen supply would fail, and the temperature inside the capsule would drop significantly. You'd now be trapped inside a powerless, leaking capsule surrounded by a deadly storm. I give Jupiter a 5 out of 10. Could recommend.
Yeah, but you don't got no place to land.
This gas.
You know what I just found out about Saturn? Like recently? I thought the rings was like a solid. I thought they were solid. They're rocks. I did not know that. That's crazy. I thought it was like a solid, smooth, yeah.
And may not be as large as Jupiter, but it's definitely the most majestic. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, and just like Jupiter, it's a gas giant made up of hydrogen and helium with no solid surface. Deep down in its clouds, the unimaginable pressure of this world turns hydrogen into liquid metal.
Oh!
And intense storms have winds raging at 1,800 kilometers per...
Toby! Toby! You believe this shit? Man! Damn!
hour. It's windy, it's hot, it's dangerous.
Just stay in the spaceship. Just stay in the spaceship. You don't need to get out. We already know what's going on.
And you might die before you even enter Saturn's atmosphere. What makes Saturn the most marvelous planet in this planetary hood?
These literally looks like small planets. I'm not even gonna like how big, like the average size of these rocks.
It's also what makes it dangerous on approach. Saturn's rings.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see them all right.
These rings are made up of billions of small chunks of ice and rock, ranging from grains of dust to icy chunks the size of a house.
Oh!
Saturn has had its rings for a few 100 million years, and it'll have them for the next few 100 million years until these icy rocks rain down on the gas giant. The thing is, these rings move extremely fast. Really? Like 70,000 kilometers per hour fast. If you're not careful, your ship might just crash into them.
70,000? Bro, you're dead. You're clocked.
Saturn gets an 8 out of 10. Uranus is a beautiful, stormy, fart-smelling, deadly ice giant.
Farts?
It has the coldest atmosphere of all the planets in the solar system. And it can kill you in many ways. One way to go on Uranus would be to suffocate in its gases.
Oh, not the fart gases! Oh.
Close enough. 2% of the Uranian atmosphere is methane, a gas that's toxic to humans. Now, 2% might not sound like a whole lot, but it's concentrated enough to kill you within minutes. Maybe Uranian high-speed particles moving at 900 kilometers per hour eroded your suit. Or extreme temperatures of minus 224 degrees Celsius made it brittle and caused it to crack. Or hydrogen and methane had a chemical reaction with your suit materials, corroding them. On Uranus, anything could cause a breach, and even the smallest breach would lead to toxic methane exposure.
Dang.
But Uranus has other surprising ways to off you, like turning you into a human-sized diamond.
What?
You'd have to survive the trip deeper into Uranus to be turned into a diamond, all the way to some 10...
Alright, so I have a question about these gas planets, right? When you're in there, you can't land, so you're falling. So do you just go in, like, do you, like, let's say this is the planet, right, of Jupiter or Saturn or Uranus. Do you go in and then come out the other side, or do you go in, fall, and then go out the bottom or whatever, or like, or close to like the underneath, whatever? Do you like, I don't know how to explain it, like, do you fall in once and then you're just trapped in there? Like, you don't fall in, go through it, and come out the other side, right? I don't think. You fall in, and you're just trapped in there. So it's like you're continuously falling. So you go from you go in one side, you're trapped in there, and you think you're gonna come out the other side, but you don't. So it's like you're falling in all the ways. Right? Even if you're dead, right?
1,000 kilometers below its cloud tops. That's where the pressure is so intense and the temperature is so high that carbon atoms crystallize into diamonds. About 18%.
Diamonds. Let me just go ahead and just grab a couple of those diamonds real quick. Let me go ahead and just scoop them up. All right, let me get about 20 diamonds, give or take. Come back to Earth. What's up?
The human body is carbon, so you'd be about to undergo the most precious change of your lifetime. I'd give Uranus a 10 out of 10. Epic, sparkling, with a bit of fun. Great planet to perish on.
Jesus.
Now, this is the last ice giant in the solar system.
Neptune.
And the most distant planet from the sun. Neptune.
Is that water?
Huh. Neptune. It looks a lot like Uranus.
Is that...
It's true.
Oh, no, it's gas. Okay, it looked like water from a distance.
Neptune has a similar mass and size as Uranus, and it's even made up of some of the same materials like hydrogen, helium, iced ammonia, methane, and water. Only Neptune has one thing Uranus does not.
Extreme winds detected.
Neptune has the fastest winds in the entire solar system.
So what we talking about? What we talking about? Because didn't you say one planet has like 1,200 wind speeds? Something like that? What we talking about? 3,000? 6,000 wind speeds?
These gusts reach speeds of 2,100 kilometers per hour. They're not just winds, they're supersonic winds.
Hey, nobody told me that we were filming a Top Gun sequel in here, okay?
It gets worse, too. Not only are these winds extremely fast, but they're also turbulent. They create swirling vortices that would throw your spaceship in different directions. Intense atmospheric pressure, winds, and methane ice would start ripping the ship apart. But that's not all. If you got caught in the Neptunian supersonic vortex, the winds would violently spin the ship, and this centrifugal force would exert some serious G-forces.
Jesus.
As Neptune's winds accelerated your ship to about 10 Gs, everything inside your body would feel heavy.
Oh, man.
That would be your organs getting compressed inside your body.
Oh.
Your blood would pool around your legs and cause oxygen deprivation to your brain. You'd lose consciousness pretty quickly. It would only take about 5 minutes for the ship and your body to lose their structural integrity completely and disintegrate into the Neptunian atmosphere.
Oh my God.
Well, that was pretty violent. I give Neptune a 2 out of 10.
What planet is this?
Oh,
What?
well, I know you guys like Pluto, so since you asked so nicely, thought I'd give you a little treat and show you what it's like here.
Okay.
Pluto
I know it has to be cold as hell because that's the farthest. I bit my tongue. That's the farthest planet.
isn't exactly a planet. It's a dwarf planet on the outskirts of the solar system. It's smaller than Earth's moon, but even this tiny rock has ways to kill you.
Oh, it's a little cold in here. You feel that?
Temperature reading, minus 239 degrees Celsius.
Damn!
Pluto is even further away from the sun than Neptune, so it barely gets any of the sun's energy. One small malfunction in your spacesuit insulation, and you'd freeze to death. You'd feel the frostbite setting in after just 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
Another 30 seconds later, your bodily fluids would start turning into icicles.
Oh!
And you'd get extreme hypothermia as an unpleasant bonus that you didn't ask for.
Oh God.
After 2 minutes, your body temperature would drop below 30 degrees Celsius, which is the exact moment when you'd lose consciousness.
And now you frozen to death.
After 3 minutes, your body would freeze and your organs would fail. You'd become one with Pluto's frozen landscape. Quick and almost painless. That's a 7 out of 10 for Pluto.
It did hurt.
What?
Well, that's it for this solar system's planets. Where should we send Chase to where should we send Chase to explore next? Maybe we'll ship him all the way to an exoplanet outside of our planetary corner. But that's a story for another What If. Support us on Patreon and help us send Chase to his next adventure. Thanks, Space Explorers. That was pretty violent. I give... What planet are we on? Chase is dead? Okay.
Chase is dead. Why does he have a Patreon? Is it for like what would just show the graphics of what it would really be like on these planets? I think that's what I'm assuming that's what it would be. I know this is random, but I just saw this on the side of one of my I was watching, suggested tab. My boy Chase went through it, and it's safe to say that every planet besides Earth, well, considering what's going on in Earth right now, is clucked. It's clucked up. It's hard enough to live on this planet, let alone any other planet. You know what's crazy? about what's going on in the world right now, we're barely a week in, is that at least in the United States, the West Coast is on fire and the East Coast is on ice. That's crazy. It's a lot going on, and this year barely started. I'm really nervous. I just want to be able to play GTA 6 on the PS5. Excuse me. Before the year is up. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. But my boy Chase went through it. If there's any videos you want me to see from What If, let me know that in the comment section below. And yeah. Yeah, I think I'm done here. If there's any, no, I said that. I don't know which video, I don't know which YouTube channel I'm going to upload this on. I don't know. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.